How the heck are you, everybody? I am Fastidious. Let's get right into it. In this video, we will do a first 3 days recap of my progress in the free-to-play Epic Challenge that I am leading and taking part in. But let's get to the nitty-gritty. The reason why probably many of you clicked on this video, if you want to hang out after, that is awesome. I think it's going to be a great video. But let's do some promo codes. So we have 2 new promo codes. Big shout out to Pooch829 and Lieutenant Muffin for DMing these to me. I'm sure they're already out there a bit, but I'm also sure many people will first discover them through this video right here. So thank you, Pooch, thank you, Muffin, for sending them. We have 2 codes, apparently Watcher of Realms, the official Watcher of Realms Discord, and the official Watcher of Realms Facebook page, both hit 100,000 members. So for that, we have some redeem codes. So the first one is for the Discord. It is DC 100K fans. I have no idea what these rewards are, so I'm excited to see. There you go, redemption successful. And then we have FB for Facebook, 100K fans. I hope this works as well. It does. So there you go, guys. Definitely go use those codes. Let's see what they actually give us. 100 diamonds, 100 diamonds. 200 diamonds total. It's not the most generous thing in the world, let's be honest, but we'll absolutely take it. Pretty good stuff. Let's get into the video now.
Fastidious.
Fastidious.
I have logged 3 full days. We just started day 4. Let me show you. Day 4 on my new account. It is a free-to-play account that I'm doing for the Epic Challenge, Wreck It with Epics. If you want to participate, all the rules and information are on my Discord, as well as my website. So very cool thing on the website where you can see all the progress. I'll show you that in just a minute, probably towards the end of this video. I don't want this to be too long, though. I just kind of want to take you through the highlights, my mindset, and kind of where we are now as I head into day 4. I actually have not started playing yet today, besides keeping my stamina under the cap, just doing my XP raid 8-4, aka stage 7. So you can see that over here. We're just grinding away at it, baby. I can even set one of these up in the background. Why not? I think the best place to take you, maybe we start at the end and then I sprint to the beginning. So what are we looking at right now? Well, I'm actually stuck. If you know how I can do this, let me know, because I will be stuck for a full day. I guess at this point it's like about, let's say, 15 more hours, just less than 15 more hours until I can do this quest, unless I can find a way to get 20 more epic skill dust. Because as it stands now, I only have 20, and before you say, go buy out the arena shop, I already did. I've been pretty on top of stuff, trying to get my Idril up and running. Plenty on her in a moment. But basically, I only have 20. Can I show you that? No, I can show you if I head over here. Let's go to one of my fun new pulls. Oh, did you snag a holo last night, Fastidious? Oh my god, dude, it's rigged. What? Yes, I did. Yes, I did, sir. If you head over here, you can see I can do these basic ones, but I only have 20. So I need to get 40, and then I'll probably just throw 3 skill ups in holo, or, you know, maybe 1 in Estrid, 2 in holo. Probably I'll do the 1 in Estrid. But yeah, until I have the 40 skill dust, I'm hard locked. Why do I say until tomorrow? Well, let me take you to Tide. I already did my Tide for today. So on day 5, you can clear wave 15, and on wave 15, you get 20 skill dust. So worst case, I will be gated there. Now let's zoom a little further out. Let's go a little back in time. Why have I been pushing the Volca quests so aggressively? To be fair, not as crazy aggressive as some people. Shout out to like Zucania and Danny and SLM and War Guides. They already have their mythic gear, the mythic starter set. Well, that is why I'm pushing it so hard. I really want that like free mythic gear with the predetermined rolls you get somewhere around here. And I think this is the only thing gating me right now. I think I could sprint to that within like an hour or 2, if not for this. So I'm hoping, if you have a solution, let me know in the comments. But yeah, otherwise I'm waiting until tomorrow. But that's the main reason I've been pushing the Volca quests. In part, you get lots of free stuff along the way. We've got a nice legendary right side starter set, a nice epic left side starter set. When I say starter sets, it's gear that they give you that has predetermined rolls. So it's on the average 1,000,000 times better than what you typically would have in the game at the point when they give it to you. When it actually comes to Volca, who we will be able to use, if you guys do not know, for this challenge, the whole thesis of the challenge, and I've seen people push back at it and tell me that's not how the challenge works. The challenge works how I say it works, not to be cocky, to be factual. I created it, right? I literally made the rules. I'm not changing the rules as we go, But the challenge, this is how I conceive the challenge. So then let me tell you, and then you can decide if you agree. Basically, the challenge is, what would happen in Wanderer of Realms if you never pulled a single legendary hero, right? So if you do pull them, you just cannot use them. If you pull 4 copies of Calypso or something, you can't even awaken her up and get the free psychic powers. Just cannot touch it, full stop. That is it. It's like it never happened. However, someone like Volca, everyone is guaranteed to eventually get. Someone like Micah, if you pull the right epics, you are guaranteed to get. Same for Abomination. If you pull extra copies of Abomination, does not count. If you pull it early, does not count. The only thing that counts is the 100% free guaranteed thing, like the fusions, like Volca, like once this opens up behind me right now, it would be right underneath, like in it, right? That's basically where we stand on this challenge. That is the conceit. And yeah, so there is the motivation. Ooh, look, we finished this up. There is the motivation to push to get Volca. However, if you did not know, the earliest you can get Volca is just over 18 days into the game. So on game day 19. Why is that? Well, you have to clear Tide 55, which does not come available until the start of the 19th day. So 18 days and 1 second. That's when it would open up, right? So because of that, that's kind of what you would be looking at. So we're all waiting. However, getting really that mythic set, that has been my chief motivation. And that's why I've talked so much about this epic skill dust already, because I'm pretty disappointed that that might gate me for a full 24 hours. Is it the end of the world? No. And let me tell you, actually, while we're here, I can still farm literally max efficiency right now for XP raid. There's only 2 higher stages, which actually, even if I had unlocked, I would not do, because I'm so desperate for fodder. You know, lower level champs I can level up and feed into star up materials to get my key guys higher. I even have done some stage 6 farming since I've unlocked stage 7 because I was so desperate for fodder. Right now I'm trying to take a breath, go slow, and just focus on stage 7. Obviously it is more efficient for the XP, but because I have a few things sorted out, and let me show you them right now, that are already max efficiency, I kind of want to put my stamina there, right? I don't want to do a bunch of gear aid farming on these lower gear aids before I'm getting to 18 at least, where I'm guaranteeing all mythic gear. Shout out to Zukania, I think he's done literally no gear aid farming, right? And that is possible, especially once you get that starter mythic set. So it's kind of best, I think, to focus all your energy on what you're most efficient at. You know, why go insanely hard on artifact material raid until you can do 18 when you literally would be at I'd be at the same efficiency as my main account that's on day 368 or whatever, right? This day 4 account, theoretically, we got to AMR, would be there. Or when we get there in 2 weeks or something, we'll be at max efficiency. I don't want to do all my farming at max efficiency. Stamina is absolutely the lifeblood of this game. So that is how you should be making your decisions. Let's get to the point now. The thing I think everybody cares about. Look at that. I can't even use my stamina. Let's get to the thing now. I think everybody wants to know, what heroes do I have? And then I will talk about stamina usage, and I'll just show you my general progress, and we can wrap this thing up. So I have done, let's go to the summons. I have done 224 summons. All 224 of those were done as of before the game reset last night into this morning. So that was all within my first 30 days. So you can see there's a lot of summons to be had. I have 2 more 10 pulls definitely I'll be able to do. I will say I'm going to ease up on the summons fairly soon because it's time to start focusing stamina. Just to very briefly touch on it, I have 11 huge potions. So this is 200 stamina in each of these. I have 3 of these, so that's 180 total. And I have 4 of these, so that's 40. So let's do 2200, right? These are 200 each, 2200. And then 180, so 2380, and then 40, so 2420. That's all I've got to my name besides diamonds. So I'm nearly at the point where I have to stop focusing summons. Can I afford to stop focusing summons? Yes. My pulls have been fantastic. At long last, there you go, guys. I will show you what I have. I have pulled almost perfect stuff. Am I at the level of War Guides, who has Laurel, Hollow, and A5 Idril? No. But am I fairly close behind to some of those absolute perfect rolled accounts? I think so. We have an A2 Idril. She became my first 6-star hero. Then I've got Estrid, who's a supremely rare hero and certainly the best fighter in this entire challenge. Deimos, will be better for Guild Boss, but it could be argued her defense break is valuable enough, especially through the progression stages, that she's the better hero now. We'll see later on. Deimos will end up being the top DPS, so that is a disadvantage that I have not yet pulled him. I got Dolores on the first day. We got Aatrox on the first day. I got Isolde, who, let's be honest, might be the best epic lord for this entire challenge, right? Especially since I pulled Estrid the day after. Incredible stuff, or 2 days after. Incredible pairing there. I got Raiden, who fills 2 roles. I mean, Esotericist is not such a good faction for this, but he still is an insanely rare lord. There's no rare counterpart, so he's like the pinnacle for this faction. There's also no, you know, ancient exclusive shard summoning event counter epic lord, I should say. The way like Assault is good, but I wish it was Rourke. You know, there is none of that with Raiden. Oh, and on top of that, he does do proper AOE, and he does it very well. So you know, I was never going to buy Iona. We're doing this free to play. Greed is coming on day 28. We cannot expect to get him before then. And actually, I think Raiden probably does more DPS than Greed at A0. If somehow I could get my Raiden to A5, that would be amazing. This is going to turn into, I believe, 30% increased ultimate skill damage, which is nuts. But yeah, fantastic stuff. And then you're probably wondering why I haven't mentioned her yet. Obviously, we got Brienne, we got Lily, amazing heroes. Mid-on, Mari was for free. You can see some nice pulls in here. And you're wondering why I haven't mentioned it yet. I pulled Hollow at the very end of my stream yesterday. So this is kind of what made me... This changed everything for me. So to zoom out further, when I talk about stamina consumption and, you know, all my diamonds, every diamond, I've not spent a single diamond so far besides unlocking the Dwarven Association. I have not spent a single diamond on anything but summons. And that's how I went to like 224 summons, and I actually will have 2 10 pulls to do at the start of my stream that is kicking off the second. It will already be live when this video goes live. So that is fantastic. And the reason that I was putting everything into summons is because inevitable progress, right? Why, like back to the thing, you don't want to put all your stamina into inefficient stages, not max efficiency stages where you're getting the best possible rewards, the best bang for your buck in terms of stamina, right? So you're putting them into summons. However, at some point, theoretically, right, you could get all the heroes you need, all the puzzle pieces, hunting summons long enough that you can kind of not worry at all anymore, or very little about summoning. I thought this point would take the whole month, if not longer, because if you don't know, the first competition of this challenge is the first month, but I envision setting up many more competitions. So don't be worried if you think you're starting late. In my mind, this will go on for months. I think I will play this account for a very, very long time. No pressure to you, but that's how I envision it. I thought it would take a really long time before I have a marksman, very good marksman, one to pair with her, Estrid, just there's no other person, just getting Estrid, an AoE DPS mage, a rage regenerator, so either Laurel or Hollow, and maybe a couple good lords, a nice Aatrox, something like that. It already happened, all within 72 hours. In about 70 hours, we got all of that done. Supreme luck, right? It really is. Sure, again, could we have A5 Idril like War Guides? Could we also have Laurel, who at this point, I'm just giving up on thinking I will get Laurel? Yes, we could. But basically, I had narrowed in my mind on I needed these DPS roles covered. I needed a really good fighter, so either Estrid or Deimos, but really because of the AoE, because of the defense break, I felt like I needed Estrid. So if I hadn't pulled her, I probably would slowly chip away all the time, just on a prayer. Obviously needed Idril. I set it up. I was hoping for more Awakenings. I only pulled one of her on her banner. The first 2 copies were before her banner. You know, Brienne, you're going to need 2 marksmen, so that's really nice. It'd be great if we got Maul or something, but I think I can survive for now without it. I needed an AoE DPS mage, so it didn't have to be Raiden. It could have been like a pseudo AoE DPS, like I could have fused Navras. Maybe I pulled a Soleil, something like that. There's not counting on Iona or Greed. But basically, wow, we checked that box. Aatrox is kind of one in his own with how easy he is to use and how kind of like cheat codey he is with the quick redeploys, the low cost. I'm so lucky to have pulled him, could not have counted on that. And then I wanted 2 epic healers. So we got all of that, obviously, and I wanted Mari, but we get her for free on day 3. I felt every base was covered going into yesterday, halfway through yesterday, halfway through day 3, except for Rage Regen. And I saw how War Guides was doing, I saw how Danny was doing, I saw how SLM was doing. You guys can go check the leaderboards if you want to see these guys' performances. And I can also see, I don't think it'll show up now because none of them will have done their guild boss yet. But when I would look at the guild boss leaderboard, yeah, no one's really done it. But when you would go to Nightmare 1, and I was like, wow, that's going to be really hard to do without Laurel or without Hollow, I was like, I'm going to need that Rage Regen. Because we pulled Hollow at the end, because I got that Rage Regen, I do think I can exhale and really not care much about summons. Like I said, I'll start my stream off with some summons, but I think very soon I'll at least sit on my diamonds and decide. But very likely, if I'm feeling good enough, I might just already start putting all my diamonds into stamina once we reach those higher level stages. So that's kind of where we leave it right now. I will show you the progress. I can show you on best records, probably the easiest. All these things will go up by the end of today because I didn't push them too aggressively yesterday. This I was very happy with. This is the max chest for Drake's Chasm Nightmare 1, so Guild Boss 1 Nightmare 1 was either 680 or 690, so we did beat that. We got 783, so I got max rewards. I think the guild will kill it today, so we'll double up. Obviously, I'm maxing hard as well. Gear Raid 113 is going to be an absolute doozy, but I will be 6-starring Raiden today, so certainly I will get that done. And then I'll probably do a little light bit of farming there just because I'm using like all blue left side gear still. Gear Raid 2 I think I'll basically ignore except for Volca quests. Gear Raid 3 I will push very hard. AMR I will pseudo ignore, we shall see. Once I just get just the minimum artifacts so everyone's wearing something, I think I'll probably just completely boot it until I think in a week or 2 or 3 weeks when I can push it all the way to 18. That's kind of what we're looking at. I will finish Void Rift Prologue today as well. Really cool stuff cooking. I'm very happy with the progress. I hope you guys are the people that thought that no one would be able to progress. I think at the time of filming this, War Guides is currently streaming, trying to beat 218. I know Zucani is doing crazy stuff. A lot of people are too. You'll see it all here. For me, as long as I got under the stamina cap, I consider myself completely in the race. I think I'm in 5th or 6th place right now, because I'm just at max efficiency. I can, as long as I'm efficiently allocating my stamina, if I stay under the cap, I don't feel like I'm losing a speck of ground. Everything will be, you know, for the competition, everything, while we do have daily updates whenever people want to do it, let me actually show you that on the website right now. Though you can do that, the final score is just calculated at the very end, right? Nothing else really matters. So I feel like we're in really good shape. You guys let me know what you think. I can't believe how well the summons have gone. Here is the website. So this is V2 of the website, which is live. Let me make myself nice and small. Huge shout out to Archer and the whole team. We've put endless work into this. I'll probably have a whole video thanking everyone at some point. If you go to challenges, you can see we've set this whole thing up. If you're not yet registered an account, when you show up, you won't see these two things. I'm already logged in. You would see register, and then you would see login. Once you're logged in, you can submit a check-in, which basically goes like this. You fill in your AMR, your Gear Raid 1, your Gear Raid 2, your Gear Raid 3. This is the highest stage you've cleared, and the hardest level of Guild Boss 1 difficulty and how much blood you earned. Then you upload a screenshot. There you go, it just loaded. A screenshot like one of these over here, and you are good to go. So you can see this was my most recent screenshot. Good stuff. Then it will all immediately log in here, and you can see the leaderboard. So I've dropped down to 8th place. I haven't made an update in 12 hours. A couple more recent updates here. 3 hours, 1 hour. They passed ahead of me. I will update it again at the end of the day. You can see somehow Destin's ahead of us. I promise you that will not last very long, even though he is doing Iona to win. But we shall see. That'll be a nice, healthy competition. You can see a lot of content creators here. We have 99 participants, which is just fantastic. I thank you guys so much for taking so kindly to the challenge. And allowing this to really become an amazing thing, even better than I envisioned. I was thinking like maybe we'd have some sick head-to-head between like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 creators. What did I say was here? We have 19 creators that are already logging their info. We have about 26 creators that are going to be actively participating by the end of this week. And yeah, it's an amazing challenge. Thank you guys so much. Reminder, we have those 2 codes. Thank you, Pooch. Thank you, Lieutenant Muffin. Those are DC 100K fans and FB 100K fans. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Fastidious. I'm going to stream right now. It is time to grind, so share it with your mother, and I hope to see you there. Bye.
Fastidious.